Mr. P, what happened to the short squeeze? What happened to the gamma squeeze? What happened to NIO stock? Holy smokes. So NIO stock broke above 16 briefly and then got absolutely crushed and decimated, pushed back down. A lot of the market makers, well, of course, there's the conspiracy theory that market makers want to kill 15 strike calls and puts, basically pushing the stock price down to 15, making it close at around 15. The actual reason is a bit more complicated. There just simply wasn't that much volume to facilitate this breakout. This breakout wasn't supported by high volume, which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see high volume above 150 million shares. So let me be clear, I think we are still going to go up. However, we are in line for a pullback. All right, why? I'm going to outline this various points about this. But first, I want to show you a clip that is very similar to the price action that we're seeing right now. And this clip was from more than 2 years ago, 2 years and 7 months ago. I want you to pay attention to the price action. My charts right here. I'm going to clear up my charts so we can start from the beginning, all right? So first thing right off the bat, that's a big warning red flag is the volume. Now we see that the price has made a higher high over here, right? We made a higher high, that's cool, a higher high, but volume isn't following suit. Volume is trending down. This means that most people are actually getting out of the stock, and this rally over here isn't really confirmed by volume. So that's a red flag, but that doesn't warrant a correction. All right, let's move on to the next thing. The next thing that I see that's a big red flag is something called RSI divergence. There's RSI and MACD divergence. Same thing. When prices go higher, but the RSI moves lower. This tells you that the momentum is slowing down. This doesn't mean that it's reversing. It means momentum is slowing down. So that is another red flag. That's 2 red flags already. And then third red flag is the MACD. MACD is also trending down. All right, we got this MACD divergence over here. Higher high in price, but a lower high in the MACD. This also means the momentum is trending down. So we got a lot of indicators showing that the momentum is slowing. Now, this indicator, this only tells you momentum, all right? It doesn't really tell you the direction. But so first thing I see right off the bat is we have this kind of a triangle, and then you got a nice retest, and boom. So we are ripe to head down much lower. We could head down much lower because this trend line has broken. Now, on a bigger time frame, what would act as support is definitely the 50-day moving average. So that's around $50. We'll see how it acts as support. As you can see in the past, it's never bounced below 50-day moving average. There's one touch right there. So that held support pretty well. We'll see. I mean, like, the stock has been on a tear. It went so much too soon. All right. So if we take that into consideration, and then we also draw a Fibonacci retracement. If you draw a Fibonacci retracement, we'll see something very interesting. Hey, the Fib retracement lines line up perfectly with these kind of resistance, and then it acted as support. Boom, bounced up, break above this line, acted as support. Boom, and then we got over here acted support several times. So we could go down to 41 or any one of these 3 targets, even down to 26 possibly, and because the run up has just been so high so fast. I mean, we could see a lot more downside. All right, guys, let's take a look at the charts. So in my previous video, we talked about how we really wanted to see volume pick up on this breakout. Now, we did get that breakout ever so slightly upwards to 16.2, but there was no volume to support us. This is sort of like sending just 1 or 2 soldiers to the front line, them getting wiped out, and then the enemy realizing, what, that's it? Boom. So this breakout was not facilitated volume was not there. And this sort of presents a very interesting situation. And this is why I wanted you guys to watch my video from more than 2 years ago, is that we now have another top, right? Because this was not like that, turned down, this is more like a top. So we almost sort of have a double top kind of look. And this is where the situation kind of is familiar with the video that I just showed you, right? We got a higher high, but the RSI is lower RSI, MACD lower MACD, volume is also just decreasing volume as well. And we can see that on the average volume, 10-day average volume, 102 million, we really did not get anywhere near 102 million. So yeah, what I really wanted to see was like 200 million shares being traded on a breakout above 16. We did not get that. So right now we have a double top, and this tells us, and the eerie similarities between this and when NIO stock was at 60 really hints at possibility of us pulling back further before we go up further. And I think we will go up further. The run up will continue, the bullish trend will continue because of various factors. The enthusiasm with NIO stock is still there. Deliveries are still going to increase. They're doing very good. So where can we possibly get down? And also I want to point out in my the video that I just showed you from 2 years ago, 15.8 was a very serious level, and this level right here, and it seems like we just could not break above it. This is a very interesting resistance that I did not draw on this chart right now, but we did not break above that level, and it looks like we might be pulling back. How far might we be pulling back? And some of you guys really wanted to say, oh my god, NIO stock isn't even retracing. We wanted to pull back. Well, it could pull back to any one of these trend lines over here. And if we take a bigger picture, so from when we did this retracement, it was from here, right? From here, this was the move up, and then we got this little retracement, and then we did not break out, so this sort of becomes invalid. But if we take a look at this, if we draw this whole entire move from the way down lows at 7s, right? So this, I know this chart seemed kind of too colorful for you guys. Let me change the time frame. This will make it more clear. And by the way, we've been ignoring this oversold reason, overbought reading on the RSI for quite a while, just hoping that it would push up further and then reverse course and stay overbought. Doesn't matter, overbought doesn't mean it's always going to sell off, but it could become more overbought. But this is definitely something to look out for. And so if we look at the retracement from the lows over here at 7-ish, right? Right there, we can see that one of the pullback areas that we could be looking at, and this sort of lines up pretty well, is this line over here, 12.39-ish. So we could be looking at NIO stock potentially pulling back, maybe going back down here, boom, 12.44, and personally, I might be buying some more over here. Not financial advice, but this looks like it could be just a good pullback area to load up for further move up. Now, alternatively, if yesterday's price action was just like, hey, went off, and it was just a fluke, which could be totally possible, all right? Could be totally possible, and we still got this very important support area that I just drew. This was the top for many price action points over here. If this holds up,
that might also be just it for the pullback, and we could just rocket up from here. Or if we get some really good news, we could even possibly just because the 14.8 was our first target from way back then, 14.88, and we are right there, smacked right there, and we could be just, it could just be it for this pullback, and we could just rocket from here, right? We could be just rocketing from here because this was our first target, and if the bullish trend continues, we get more volume, boom. But what we really need to see, guys, is volume. Volume is really, really critical. Don't really want to see declining volume. This is not good if we only see declining volume. Take a look at the declining volume. That not good. I don't like that. We want to see volume explode. 150 million shares plus. That really validifies our move up. So that's what we want to see. Personally, I am thinking we could get somewhere back here for another chance to load up before another move up, or we might just stop over here. This is very strong support area. We'll have to see how the price action goes for the next couple days. NASDAQ looks like it's turning around. The support that we drew last time came back to revisit it. Could potentially be knocking on this door to head down lower, but we'll have to see. Personally, I think we do need to work off the overbought readings on the RSI. So maybe come back down to 50-ish level over here. That would be a pretty healthy correction. So don't get too upset if it comes back down here. This is perfectly normal. And once we get really good news, really good deliveries as well. Personally, if you haven't seen my deliveries video, you guys got to go check it out. Expecting 23 to 25K deliveries. And then by then, we could possibly, boom, get another rocket ship up, because that is a huge number of deliveries, especially for NIOs, which are very, very expensive. So definitely go watch that video over here. Link over here. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.